office and tell, I said, listen, I am not a witch, but I am a witch. But I couldn't tell him I'm a witch. I'm over here working for these folks, trying to take care of these people. But I promise you, if I get too close to them now, I just tell them. I can't keep my mouth shut no more. I cannot keep my mouth shut. I think it's about time for me to come on home.
Sometimes you ain't supposed to keep your mouth shut, but you're supposed to know when you need to STFU. It's a time for both.
Yeah.
In the face of injustice, don't shut up. But if
Yeah.
you're just to deliver some gloom and doom, it ain't necessary.
Yeah.
Unless you can add some kind of probative value to it, like a healing return based on it.
Well, at the end of that conversation, it was for me to tell him to stay and not go back to Virginia because he wouldn't make it if he would have left. He had open heart surgery. He had a tooth pull, and it had infection, and he ended up having. He thought he had the flu, but it was actually where they pulled his tooth. He had a gold tooth, and
Hmm.
pulled it and put in. I guess they were putting a crown in. I'm not sure exactly what he was
Yeah,
explaining.
a lot of elders die from tooth infections.
Yeah, so he had to have his aorta emergency surgery on that due to having his tooth pulled. But yeah, I do. I have learned, and I guess I'm just getting older now, where these kids come in my office, and that's another question I have for you. My warrior spirit, and that's what I was in my former life. I actually rode horses. I was shot off a horse, probably in the 1800s or so. But I remember it just as well. I got shot in my right shoulder and I came off the horse. But I am a warrior princess. And there's times when that warrior spirit comes up in me and
Okay.
versus my heart chakra. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
But
like,
there's so the warrior spirit has levels.
mm,
It's the same as in the military. The lowest level is the soldier to just follow the instructions.
mm-hmm,
But the highest level is the general that's in the war room developing the strategy,
mm-hmm.
right? Don't make either one of them less of a warrior. They just at different levels. Above the soldier, you got the sergeant, then the captain, then a lieutenant, then you got the general,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's a trickle down because everybody don't make it to the top.
I never rode horses though with a troop. It was almost like they sent me out on missions.
That's totally possible, right? But we're talking about the warrior spirit. If you
Mm,
know what to do with it, you can always use it to your greatest advantage. The goal is don't stay the soldier to the spirit, become its general, so that you can willingly use it for the benefit of the most. When you have those flashback memories, it's letting you know what you made of.
mm-hmm.
Now you need to know what is the greatest use for it. Don't be the soldier to it, be the general.
Yeah, and
And
most
carry
of that,
yourself like the general.
yeah, that because I'm totally able to keep my soldier self intact. It's when I
And
start
it's
going,
not just keeping it under control. It's the strategy and the development of strategy in the war room. It's the understanding of seeing the entirety of the battlefield, right, from a remote location in order to map out the proper course to victory.
mm,
The victory in your life don't look like my victory in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And only you are the general with the warrior spirit to fight for the victory is yours. You have to structure that by becoming the general so you can control it and it won't control you. And you can capitalize off all of the benefits that come along with the gifts.
So it's like a double-edged sword for me because I can see people, right? And I know the ones that need to be slayed. So that's when I have to either have to decide who I'm going to be in this battle if I'm being called up to the battle. And a lot of times the battle doesn't have anything to do with me. It's somebody else,
Okay.
you know.
Now, as a general, that part of the battle that's taking place, what consequence do it have to the outcome of the war you fight?
I fight it in the spirit realm.
Right. But you got to isolate the things that's not part of your fight.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if that's something for you to recognize, don't mean it's something for you to expose. Everything spirit tell you ain't for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff is just for you to be aware of your surrounding.
Right. Head on
Right.
the.
So it's like you walk into a room and you feel funny, you look around and you got somebody looking at you crazy. You felt it. The
Mm-hmm.
spirit let you know it was there. Now that you know it's there, it's up to you whether you stay, leave, or whatever you do. You can make a now an informed decision when before you wasn't informed that it was somebody with malice in their heart in the building.
Yeah. So when it comes to me, though, when they bring that fight to me, I'm not always willing to back down.
Sometimes you can't, but you
Yeah.
have to choose your battles wisely.
Mm-hmm.
You know of a Punic victory when you
Mm-mm.
fight one war so hard and become victorious, but you depleted your resources. So the next war you can't fight.
Yeah.
So you have to choose your battles wisely, right?
Yeah.
That means don't overextend the resources on one war to the point where you can't come back from it to protect yourself from the next war.
Right. So do you think what's being recognized in my spirit, when I counsel or read people or what have you, because they bring a lot of their battles to me. And then, of course,
Do they
what,
ask you for a reading?
oh, yeah.
If
Oh,
they
yeah.
ask you for a reading, you're supposed to tell them exactly what you see and
Okay.
let them figure it out.
Okay.
If they don't come for you for the information, you don't have to tell them nothing.
Okay. So in those some situations though, like that dude, I was like, do you mind if I ask you a question? And I'll ask the question and it leads to that. That's what I think you're telling me to back off because that ain't my fight. I wasn't given permission. My general in the spirit told me that a long time ago. If you're not given permission, then don't give the strategy.
If they don't ask the question, that means they ain't ready for the answer.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
half the time they ask the question, they ain't ready for the answer until they get it.
Right. Right. I just see this. I see streamers all the time. I can see it. It's crazy. I can see if I sit in front of somebody long enough, I can walk the whole thing down and all the ancestors coming. I got corners filled of folks.
But see, that's because you are an active seer.
Hmm.
You regularly using the faculty, which gives you greater and greater access to see more and more people's business. Now, you have to determine if you want to block out other folks' business or not, right? Because they got a right to privacy and you got a right to grant them that right.
Well, you know,
You understand?
I'm from Atlanta, so I ain't gonna lie. I have to go listen to some trap music just to get off of that, because otherwise I'm out here working.
You don't have an off switch. You got to create your own off switch.
Yeah.
Do a ritual when you turn it off and
Mm-hmm.
go about your business. Then first it might be hard, but the more you use it, the more access control and the stronger it is. Where you can actually be able to see people without knowing all their business because you don't want to know. Tired of hearing all these other folks' stuff. You have to create the off switch. It's no
Mm-hmm.
off switch if you don't create it. You just start getting all this old random information about people that you care two drops of shit about.
Don't give a damn about.
You don't want that information, but because you are open channel that don't turn off and you get in proximity, you become the path of least resistance for the information.
Mm-hmm.
And nature always follows the path of least resistance. Man the only one that fights uphill battles.
So you know how you say your give a fuck meter hadn't moved?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call myself turning myself off. But it seems that these folks be chasing me down. You know what I mean?
Okay, now that's a whole other animal. That's psychic self defense,
Okay.
right? So, um, the one I call an aura building exercise. When you stand up, you visualize your aura around you as an egg. And when you
Mm-hmm.
first see it, it's going to be very faint. But in your mind, you see yourself drawing spiritual protection energy into your aura. So as you seeing that happen, you seeing the aura become more dense and opaque.
Mm-hmm.
This is to block the bullshit, other folks' energy, right?
Okay.
The more you practice it, the stronger your auric repeller is to other people's energy. The only time where you will get like a warning if somebody have an ill intent towards you, it
Mm-hmm.
will override that to inform you that there's an ill intention towards you, danger ahead. Other than that, any malice directed at you won't be able to affect you. But other people's energy, they psychic downloads coming through you, you will be able to control it better.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Sound good. Got some more work to do.
Yep. It'll never stop till you finish it.
I know. I appreciate you so much. You're always so good at giving to us. I don't see how you turn it on and off, but you gave me some good advice. I'm sure you've had to walk in it yourself.
Yeah. I had to learn from experience to teach.
Right. I got one last question. Some of us that got married before we, woke up, um, I'm real good. My relationship is really good, but I do feel like sometimes, and I heard this the other day, that we won't be able to, I guess, graduate if we ain't with our so-called soulmate.
You said your relationship good, right?
My relationship good.
Okay,
My
the rest
boo,
of it don't. The rest of that shit don't got nothing to do with you.
yeah. I mean,
Be
he not spiritual.
grateful. Listen, be grateful you got a good relationship.
Yes.
Maintenance that motherfucker. Pamper your counterpart so
Mm-hmm.
that motherfucker just can't resist pampering you, and all that other shit ain't got nothing to do with you.
Appreciate that. Kind of, I feel that. I know that. But I'm like, how people just get out here and tell you because, oh,
Ain't nobody tell you who your soulmate is but you.
exactly, exactly. We good. He takes good care of me. He don't understand this like how
You
I
don't
do.
gotta understand. You don't gotta understand everything. As long as he is attentive to your needs, his
Yeah.
understanding will come in time. You a nurturer and a teacher by nature.
Mm-hmm.
Be the woman in the house, nurture and teach. You don't understand it? Let me see if I can help explain it to you.
Right.
And we'll go over it until you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Make that into a game y'all play for some one-on-one time. Talk about stuff that's bigger than 3D life, concepts, great ideas,
Yeah, we do that.
right? Then the things that he don't understand, help him understand. That's the relationship glue being put into the union when y'all build on those type of things. Over
Yeah.
time, y'all don't even have to have a verbal conversation no more.
Mm-mm.
Everything you understand, he understand. Everything he understand, you understand. This when they say y'all start looking alike.
Yeah. Yeah, he has told me before though, just like how you be reading them folks, I don't want you reading me every day.
Don't read them.
I don't. I
Don't read 'em.
don't.
Just because you
I,
can do it, don't mean that you have to do it.
oh yeah, he's a good man. He takes good care of me. He's a
The
great.
rest of that shit don't even matter.
Right, right,
What
right.
other folks got going on in their relationship ain't got nothing to do with you and yours.
Well, you know how some of these woke folks be talking on here,
They
and I
diet woke. They low calorie. If they really woke, they can't tell you how to live your life.
right, right,
They can help guide you through the obstacles that you may face in your life, but they can't tell you who you're supposed to be with. Anybody
right.
come with that bullshit, they on some motherfucking slave master shit.
Mm-hmm.
You supposed to help people live their best life. You ain't probably supposed to micromanage somebody else's life and you can't even live your own life.
Right. No, he's my best friend.
There it is. Shit,
Hmm.
I've been cooking a cupcake for 7 days in a row behind that one.
Yeah. Right. And he's an alpha male too, so I'm enjoying my soft girl era life, my soft life.
All them other people come talking about some relationship shit that don't have nothing to do with you. Yours fine.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't broke, don't even try to fix it.
Yeah.
This maintenance the good parts and make them enhance. How you
Mhm.
turn into heaven on earth? Shit, that's the juicy shit.
And we make plenty of music over this way in the juice.
Mm-hmm.
It's the good stuff. And, I'm old enough to know that, but I just think that sometimes you got to say it. Folks need to just stop, putting their feelings on people about how a relationship should go. And if they're not spiritually woke, then they ain't.
Well, I'm still stuck on they talking about 50-50 when I thought relationship was 100. Cause
Exactly.
we in this shit together, all in together, balls to the motherfucking wall, or we not finna do it.
Exactly. I live in a cardboard box with that man. So, absolutely.
So the understanding that relationships have been controlled by a control paradigm
Mm-hmm.
where they want to micromanage your household without being in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So they give you standards in the social construct under the pretense of it's supposed to be this way or this way, right? It's supposed to be how you say with the person you with.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all the ones got to make the agreement. If y'all go, this is you. When all your kids grown and leave, it's y'all two. When y'all parents dead and gone, it's y'all two.
Mm-hmm.
Against the fucking world.
Yeah.
So what 50-50, I gotta go in half on the bills. We working this shit out together. We pooling the resources and the bills gonna get paid as part of the pooled resource. Or else if we can't do it the right way, I don't wanna do it.
That's exactly right. We empty nesters. We are. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just me and him and our little dog. And we moved
Shit,
to the.
go for walks, do fucking jazz dancing in the living room, move the table out the way,
We do.
do have fun, enjoy yourself together. Shit. Don't let what other people talking about in their diet woke community tell you shit about no relationship when half of them single.
We do. But you know, sometimes you move into these neighborhoods and, you know, folks act like it's the first thing they want to ask you is what you do for a living. What, you know,
I
this, that,
live.
and that. Right. That's what I
I
say.
live for a living. What you do? But you know that's part of the new social bonding when you go from one place to another. We are identified by our job more than we identified by any other aspect of who we are.
Mm-hmm.
The type of work you do tells the people so much more about your personality and character.
Hmm.
So they always want to know what do you do for a living? How do you make your money? Because that tells a lot about where a person's priority is in their mindset. It's not so much the job that they have, it's the mentality of the person that have that type of job,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you in a blue collar neighborhood and you coming from the white collar world, they gonna look at you kind of side eye because they suspect of how you make your money. Whereas if you come move into a blue collar neighborhood and you blue collar, oh yeah, they want us. It's
Mm-hmm.
another form of tribing up vetting,
Right.
you know. So that's a common question in the modern society because our jobs have become intricate parts of our identity.
Well, I think my neighbors wanted to know because they had flagpoles in this yard when we moved in, and they belonged to the subdivision. And I told them they're gonna have to. I told the HOA, you're gonna have to remove these flagpoles because I don't fly flags. Now, if you want to put a totem pole in this yard, that's fine, but we not flying no flags. So I think that I may have rubbed them the wrong way. But I told my husband that's the only thing that I'm not gonna do is have no flags in my yard. So they end up moving them, but you know we got some backlash on it. So
Oh,
our now they want
look,
to know if
long as they move,
yeah,
look, long as they move them up, fuck the backlash.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Everybody ain't supposed to always agree on everything all the time, or
yeah,
life would be dull.
yeah.
Sometimes